Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the stark, cold blue of the Atlantic, a solitary figure, adrift, suspended in time. Then a slow, swelling string section begins, a melody that feels like a forgotten promise, a whisper of a bygone era, awakening from a long sleep. It's not just a tune, it's the very heartbeat of a hero, frozen, then remarkably, beautifully awakened. This is the profound power of Captain America's music, a soundtrack not just to his epic adventures, but to the very soul of a cultural icon. Beyond the iconic shield, the incredible super soldier serum, and the unwavering resolve that defines him, there's an often unsung hero in Captain America's story, the evocative and profoundly moving music that accompanies his journey. The acclaimed scores of his films, from the hopeful beginnings of the first Avenger to the morally complex depths of the Winter Soldier and the heartbreaking divisions of Civil War, do far more than just accompany his cinematic journey. They define it. These soundtracks capture the very essence of Steve Rogers, underscoring his struggles, illuminating his triumphs, and amplifying that remarkable, unyielding spirit. Let's journey back to 2011, to Captain America: The First Avenger. Alan Silvestri's score here isn't merely music, it's a foundational blueprint for a legend. From the outset, we hear the emergence of powerful patriotic themes, bold, brassy fanfares that proudly announce the birth of a hero. Think of the now iconic Captain America March. It's more than a theme song, it's an auditory pledge of allegiance, a sonic emblem of a bygone era. It captures the almost innocent yet utterly sincere patriotism of Steve Rogers, the scrawny kid from Brooklyn who simply wanted to serve his country. Silvestri masterfully weaves this heroic fabric, crafting a score that feels both wonderfully vintage and powerfully timeless. It's in the stirring crescendos as Steve transforms from a fragile young man into a symbol of hope, and in the poignant, almost melancholic strains when he makes the ultimate sacrifice, disappearing into the icy depths. This music sets the emotional stage, allowing us to deeply connect with his idealism, his unwavering sense of duty, and the profound, lonely weight of his destiny. Then came 2014's Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and with it a dramatic shift in tone, expertly mirrored by Henry Jackman's compelling score. This wasn't the triumphant march of a wartime hero. This was the haunting, often unsettling soundscape of a modern-day espionage thriller. Steve Rogers, a man literally out of time, found himself navigating a world of moral ambiguity and insidious betrayal, and the music reflected every nuance of his profound struggle. Jackman's score is grittier, more percussive, filled with a palpable tension that perfectly captures the film's intricate espionage elements. But amidst the pulse-pounding action, there's a deep undercurrent of emotional resonance. The music amplifies Steve's growing sense of isolation, his disillusionment with the very institutions he once championed. And then there's the haunting, almost tragic theme for the Winter Soldier himself, a distorted echo of a friendship lost, a melody imbued with pain, confusion, and a deep sense of injustice. This score doesn't just entertain, it delves into the psychological depths of the characters, especially the fractured bond between Steve and Bucky, using music to underscore their intertwined, often tragic fates. Finally, we arrive at 2016's Captain America: Civil War, a film that tore at the very fabric of the Avengers, and a score that masterfully articulated this internal, heartbreaking conflict. Henry Jackman returned, tasked with the immense challenge of creating a soundtrack that balanced the epic scale of heroes clashing with the deeply personal anguish of fractured friendships and divided loyalties. The music here is a symphony of tension and profound heartbreak. We hear echoes of previous heroic themes, but they're often fractured, played against each other, powerfully reflecting the schism among the heroes. The score emphasizes the overwhelming emotional stakes, the agonizing choices Steve makes, not primarily for country or duty, but for the unwavering love of a friend. It's in the quiet, reflective moments and in the furious, desperate clashes that the music truly shines, adding profound weight to every punch thrown and every word spoken. It's a soundtrack that doesn't just accompany the action, it embodies the very essence of Captain America's unwavering spirit, even when faced with the agonizing prospect of fighting those he once called allies. Collectively, these scores form an absolutely essential tapestry for Captain America. They are a powerful auditory representation of his ideals, his relentless struggles, and his inspiring triumphs. They allow us to connect with Steve not just as a super soldier, but as a deeply human figure grappling with extraordinary circumstances. The patriotic themes, the heroic fanfares, the poignant emotional cues, they all contribute significantly to our enduring connection with the character, shaping our understanding of his journey. Through these acclaimed soundtracks, Captain America's journey transcends the silver screen. The music becomes an anthem for his unwavering spirit, a sonic embodiment of integrity, courage, and hope. It's in these notes, these melodies, that we find the true resonance of an icon, further cementing his place not just in cinematic history, but within the broader cultural landscape as a symbol that inspires us all. So, the next time you find yourself immersed in the incredible world of Captain America, take a moment to truly listen. Listen to the score, for it's telling you as much about Steve Rogers as any dialogue or action sequence could. It's the sound of a hero's heart, beating strong and true. What are your favorite musical moments from Captain America's films? Do certain themes resonate with you more than others? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through the symphonic soul of a hero, please consider subscribing or following for more explorations into the stories that shape our world.